I think that in the world of websites, there are really four types of websites, four types of business websites. So the first type of website is really the brochureware, and that is what it sounds like. It's really just providing the information that you may already have in a brochure, or in earlier years you would have used a brochure. A lot of people use that to prove legitimacy of their business. They may be getting business through other means, through other media, and they just want people to be able to go there and get basic information to see that yes, we do exist as a business, we are here. Even if you anticipate that you are going to want a brochureware type site, that you're not going to want to maintain it, you're not going to want to update it very often, I will still tell people it's essential to know how to make a change, or at least how to get a hold of the person who can make the change, because it's surprising how often people move. They've lost track of their website developer, and now they have the wrong address on their own site. So even when you're talking about the basic information, you want to make sure that that information is correct and up to date from that, in terms of that. Up that ladder of sophistication, the next steps, we've got the brochureware. Next step would be a content-rich site. A content-rich site is leaning more just to the interactive site, but it provides a little bit more information. It might be frequently asked questions. It might be more product information. It might be in terms of how to use the information, the product, how to use the service. I always like the example of the toy store that thinks to provide the instructions on how to assemble for Christmas morning. If you're one of Santa's helpers, you can take a look at the website to get the instructions that may or may not have been included in the box. You will reach new people through a content-rich site. It's also, the goal is to provide more information to the customers that you have. The idea being that you probably want to update the site on a fairly regular basis. Talk about how often you should update a website. It really depends on the nature of your industry, the nature of your business. Manufacturers, you might get away with quarterly. So to some degree, you want to take a look at what your competitors are doing, what has become kind of an industry standard. The old joke, you don't have to be faster than the bear, you just have to be faster than your friend. The more often you can provide that fresh content, the better. As a pure once a week, once a month, that's kind of where I would start it, just to pick a number out of a hat.
I'm Christine with Great Business Content. Wish you could duplicate yourself without hiring a full-time employee? Why not outsource the work you should not be doing yourself? VWorker can supply independent contractors from across town or across the world. They escrow payments and will not release funds until you are satisfied with the completed job. Simply create an account and place a project to be bid. You choose your worker from those who respond. VWorker will even handle all 1099 forms. Click on the screen button here or find VWorker on the store page.
And then the next kind of up that ladder of sophistication in terms of business websites, the interactive site. An interactive site is really focused on kind of trying to get more traffic, trying to get return traffic, providing information that people want to come back and interact with. It might include video. I just read a statistic the other day about how broadband traffic is expected to be something like 90% video by 2015, which is fantastic. I mean, you see more and more video out there. YouTube is the second largest search engine out there right now. So providing some of that information, some of that interaction may be actually purchasing online. For some businesses, it may just be a request for quote, a request for proposal, inviting people to contact you in that way. That sort of thing would be very easy to implement at this point, where you can have people fill out a form that will go directly to you through email, that kind of seamless. What I will say is, if you're offering that kind of interaction, you want to prepare to interact on the other side of it. So if people are sending you email, you want to make sure that you're getting back to them within a timely basis. And within a timely, I would say within that workday, if at all possible. You know, and unfortunately or fortunately for some of us, that workday is stretched. We're no longer a 9-to-5 society. So you want to have any kind of interaction that you're promoting on your site. If that involves feedback from you, you want to make sure that you're providing that feedback on a timely basis. Moving up that ladder, transactional sites, and I think for the purpose of this discussion, for a lot of people, we're talking about e-commerce sites, when you want to sell something on your website, which obviously is a goal for many people. There are a couple of ways to take a look at how you want to sell things online. There are a number of third-party options that are out there, and there are kind of, I'll say, two flavors of options. One would be sort of the eBay store or the Yahoo store, kind of a wizard site where they've developed the site. To some degree, you put your products on their website. You're using a template that they've based for you. These can be very, they're very doable. If you're comfortable using a computer, you will probably be able to set something like this up for yourself. They are very used to doing what you want to do. They are smart in that they'll say, all right, you have 3 products. Do you also want to know information about sizes? Do you want to know information about colors? They've thought it out, so their templates make a lot of sense for a small business person. They really walk you through the process. They usually charge a higher monthly rate than, say, your standard website, but they do offer a lot more of these back-end services as well. There will often usually be then some kind of transactional fee too. That is partially based on the merchant account that you would need to take a credit card online. That's the same as whether you're going to take a credit card in your shop or you're going to do it online. So that's one option. Another option, if you already have a website, maybe you just want to sell a few things, or you want to sell either you have low volume sales or you have just a few products, you can use something like an eBay. eBay is different in that you put the product information on eBay, they'll give you the code and you put the code on your site. And most of us who have shopped online have run into that kind of setup where you click to buy and you notice you go into a new site, and that new site is probably a PayPal site. It often will look very similar to the original site, but you're moving off to a new site because suddenly you're moving on to a secure site, and that's the vital aspect of it, that they're collecting this information securely. The other thing that most of these systems will do is that then you will, as the business owner, you will get an email or you will be able to access the back end where you can see how many sales you've done, what you need to order. You can probably print labels.
Hi, I'm Christine with Great Business Content. Does this video give you the information that you're looking for? If not, please don't hesitate to contact us. We are committed to providing our visitors with the most up-to-date information we can. Here is another feature we provide for you. Click here and you will go to our resources page. We have contact information for your Secretary of State, tax office, SCORE office, and SBA office in your state. We even have upcoming events in your state you may be interested in. Check it out.